Today we're going to talk about future boardrooms, because the future boardrooms are going to look like that. They'll have a robot in there for sure, an AI-driven robot. It'll be gender balanced, and it'll be much, much younger. Those are the key drivers of the future, and that's why we have three young people here who are our potential board members for the future. Harsh Sajnani, he is a mathematician, statistician, and now he's working in a fashion company. So go figure. Harsh, may I just start with you first, because you've done this before, you've seen this before. Mathematician, statistician, working in fashion. Dude, what's up?
Well, thank you firstly for having me here, and thank you everyone for coming. Well, I grew up in Dubai, and I studied business maths and stats at the LSE in London, and after that I actually worked in aircraft leasing, which was more suited to what I studied. It was a lot of fun and everything was great, and I really enjoyed the work I was doing. It was very, very fun because I could work a lot with numbers. 6 months in, I realized that I needed a bit more of a kick from what I was actually doing. I needed some more job responsibility. I wanted to feel more like I was actually the one driving the change. I joined the family business, which was predominantly based in fashion, and currently now we are doing fashion distribution, working with international brands and building them in the Middle East. So that is a new division.
Harsh, when you came in, did your dad freak out when you started doing new stuff?
Oh my God.
Was he ready for the kind of change you were about to bring in?
So the thing is that, right, I mean, kudos to my dad. He built an established business, ran it for 30 years, and I definitely take a lot from him, and I learn a lot every day just being there. But the one thing that I would say that for millennials to come into an established business that's been running for, I mean, some of those companies have been running for more than 100 years, to come in and kind of just say that I want this, I want flying jets over here, people are going to travel by Hyperloop, is a bit unrealistic. And like, as much as it's idealistic and you would want it, the implementation is something that you need to be able to converse with someone who's been doing the same line for a certain number of time and kind of put it in their language. At the end of the day, you're not going to speak someone in English language to a supplier in China, because he just wouldn't understand exactly what you want and exactly what you want to do. So in terms of that, I would say the way that how me and my dad, we had a very, very smooth sailing system where any sort of thing that I wanted to do, I would need to firstly logically explain it to him and have that debate with him and get the buy-in of, since he is the CEO, get the buy-in of every single person at the ground level, all the way to the top, one-on-one, understand the entire process, and then be able to present it to him. After which, then I would have his approval to run it on the side and kind of test my concept until it was ready to be able to implement it across the organization.
So what we're doing as part of this is putting together about 100 people, 100 young, smart people like them, assertive, focused, driven, and then they will start being matched. Rather than the CEO for a day program that you were being matched by CEOs, this group is going to be matched by other boards. So Emirates Airlines will have a board, DP World will have a board, and we are going to put forward people like you and say, this is your future board, reporting directly, cutting through the crap, which is the existing board, because they are too defensive in nature.
I definitely think it works, because like in the business environment today, you'd see a lot of the companies, they're kind of they need to trim the fat, and I feel like things could be a lot more lean, process could be a lot more optimized, things could be a lot more faster, data driven, and sort of automated. On that front, I feel like while all those things are great, and sure, a millennial can come in and spot these things, and you can have other people implement them, or the millennial himself. What I do feel what's important about all of these boards is a mutual understanding about the fact that as soon as this thing starts happening, there needs to be a sort of a mutual empathy from both sides to kind of, maybe I'm not going to take your advice today from the board side, I'm not going to take the millennials' advice today, but at least let me hear the guy out, because there must be something that's popping up inside.
Thank you for coming, and big hand for these young people.